An unprecedented legal battle is shaping up in the federal court, where a multinational software company is suing the New South Wales Police for wide-scale copyright piracy. British firm Micro Focus is demanding at least $10 million in damages from the police, who it accuses of using pirated software for more than a decade to run the largest criminal intelligence database in the country. The company says the police even shared the stolen booty with other law enforcement agencies, including the Police Integrity Commission. It's an embarrassing scandal for the New South Wales force, as Deborah Cornwall reports.
When someone pirates your software, you think, who am I going to call? The police? In this case, they're the pirates.
A lot of the public's money is being spent here defending what appears to be indefensible.
It was a routine request from the New South Wales Ombudsman's Office back in August 2010 that first set off the alarm bells for Bruce Craig, the Australasian Managing Director of software company Micro Focus.
Our team was out at the Ombudsman's, and in conversation they said that they were accessing the COPS database using our software, and we said, what software? You don't own our software.
The software in question is called ViewNow, a program New South Wales Police were using to access their Computerised Operational Police database, the so-called COPS system, which holds the highly confidential details of just about every citizen in the state.
You could best describe this system as the nervous system of the New South Wales Police. Everyone from the operational frontline police, administrators and station police would be relying on it. It has allows you to access criminal intelligence, criminal histories, information about victims.
Micro Focus says police had a contract to use up to 6,500 ViewNow licences, but when they investigated, they were astounded to discover police had been duplicating their software and handing out pirated copies not just to the Ombudsman's Office, but to two other untouchables in state law enforcement, the Department of Corrective Services and the Police Integrity Commission.
The contract was very specific. It was for the police only. You know, the police were out there handing out our software like confetti.
But it got worse. Micro Focus say when they asked police just how many of the 6,500 ViewNow licences they were using, a police employee allegedly told them, "Oh, we've rolled out 16,000 devices."
They did not pay for those extra licences. It's incredible. I mean, it shows an organisation that's completely out of control.
Bruce Craig says police have spent the past 18 months stalling. First, police claimed they'd lost the contract. Then they told him it was impossible to tell exactly how many of the 20,000-strong police force had been using the software over the past decade. But when Micro Focus asked to come in and do their own audit, one of the conditions of the contract, police refused and called in their lawyers instead.
They said if we want to audit them, we would require a court order. The minute we advised the police there was an issue, they began deinstalling our software.
Cybercrime investigators say the idea that New South Wales Police, the fifth largest police force in the world, can't track every piece of software they're using seems extraordinary, especially as access to the COPS system for anything other than work purposes is a criminal offence.
Can't find the licence is the pirate's equivalent of the dog ate my homework. Let's just get that out in the open straight away.
I think it is an extra challenge when you investigate the investigators. And the reason is that they're going to be very savvy about the investigation steps that you intend to take.
The police defence, in essence, is that it's all been a terrible misunderstanding. Police say on their reading of their contract, Micro Focus hadn't limited them to 6,500 licences. Rather, it gave them the right to reproduce as many licences as they wanted.
No software company would give away their IP forever for unlimited use. In this case, it's quite clear what their usage limit is. It's 6,500, and they've clearly gone way beyond that number.
But police say either way, they can't be bound to the contract because it actually expired in 2003.
The proposition is just implausible. You think about copyright like a hire car agreement. When the agreement runs out, you can't just keep on driving the car, and you certainly can't give the car to your mates, and that's what's happened here.
When the case first landed in the federal court last year, the Police Integrity Commission settled out of court almost immediately, quickly followed by Corrective Services and the Ombudsman's Office. But so far, New South Wales Police have refused to blink.
This is the first time in 30 years that we've required a lawyer. I would estimate that they've probably spent over $1 million of taxpayers' money so far in the legal system, and all they've done is delay the inevitable.
Copyright owner here has got nobody to go to except the court. This is potentially a crime that has to be dealt with as a civil matter because everyone's got their hands dirty. The victim here can't go to the police. It's the police that are doing the stealing.
This case has attracted surprisingly little attention so far, but it's about to get even uglier. Microfocus now plan to launch a second lawsuit against police, this time accusing them of replacing the first batch of pirated software with another batch of pirated software, which just happens to belong to Microfocus. Microfocus claim this latest version of pirated software, a Microfocus applet, was installed by police at Corrective Services last year as they were scrambling to remove their View Now software. But what Microfocus now want to know is just how widely have police been using the pirated applet, and if police are using it, how could they be so stupid?
It's incredible. I mean, they've gone to any length to try and avoid discovery of what's being used in there. They've been continually deleting our product. They need to replace it with something, and that they've replaced it with another one of our products that they have no licence to use is just astounding. It's madness.
Police have denied these latest claims, but Microfocus says if it does win the case, police are likely to have to stump up at least $10 million in lost earnings, legal costs and damages. Money that will have to come from the state's already seriously depleted war chest. But police told 7:30 today, even if it did lose the case, it did not concur with the company's calculation of cost to the force should the company be successful with its civil action.
There's always, with software, an honour system where you expect people to do the right thing and you trust them to do the right thing. So the police, I mean, how more trustworthy would you believe an organisation to be?
Deborah Cornwall reporting.